How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, where the Packers, in the first of what will be 5 playoff games to get them to Super Bowl 45, dominate the New York Giants 45-17, and their win in advance mentality continues for at least another week, as they'll take on the Chicago Bears next week in a win and you're in scenario. If the Packers beat the Bears here at Lambeau Field at 3:15 next Sunday, they will be in the playoffs despite all their injuries, their close losses, everything that's gone wrong this season. A dominating performance from Aaron Rodgers, who throws for a personal regular season career high of 404 yards, 4 touchdowns, ties a career best. The defense takes the ball away 6 times from the team that has turned the ball over more than anyone else in the NFL. 4 interceptions against Eli Manning, plus 2 forced fumbles. I think the most impressive thing, though, is this team dominated really from start to finish. They give up 2 big plays in the passing game, a 36-yard Hakeem Nicks touchdown when Charles Woodson falls down, and an 85-yard touchdown from Eli Manning to Mario Manningham. Other than that, that ties the game at 14 after the Packers start with a 14-0 lead. But after that, they are completely dominant, taking the ball away, running the ball effectively enough, and certainly throwing the ball extremely well. I thought the most impressive thing that they did overall was that they were very physical. They took the fight to a team that is viewed as one of the league's most physical teams. There's been some criticism, and some people have asked, in fact, there was a question of Mike McCarthy in a press conference last week, whether his team was a finesse team and not physical enough. I think they answered that question today. The playoff scenarios are interesting, but I think it's very clear that the Packers get in if they win. There's no question about that. There is one way for them to get in if they lose and get in at 9-7, but this is something that I don't think the Packers want to leave to chance. They can beat the Bears next week and get in. Now the question comes, what happens on Tuesday night when the Eagles play at home against the Vikings in yet another Judd Zulgad, my name is Job type situations for the Vikings beat writer? It's clear that the Bears would not have anything to play for. They'd be locked into the number 3 seed if the Eagles win that game. And if that's the case, then the Packers will, and Aaron Rodgers will get their wish, and they'll have nothing to play for, and that'll give the Packers a better opportunity to come out here and win and clinch that playoff berth. But Mike McCarthy said as they were getting ready to leave the locker room in New England that the playoffs started then for this team. And if this is an indication of what they're capable of when they're playing like it's the playoffs, they look like a team that you don't want to face in the postseason. That doesn't mean they're going to play like this every week, but there are those teams that go into the postseason. Maybe they're a low seed. Maybe they have to go on the road, like the 2007 Giants and the 2005 Steelers. But they're a team you don't want to have to face. And the Packers, if they play the way they played today, they're not a team you're going to want to face. We'll have all the coverage all week long of Packers-Bears at ESPNMilwaukee.com, ESPNMadison.com, and Channel3000.com. I believe intern Jackie will be back for one more 5 questions with intern Jackie for the regular season. You won't have to look at my feet, I don't think. But otherwise, if you've got a question, you can email it to me, jwilde at ESPNWisconsin.com, or you can send it via Twitter. If you can do it in 140 characters or less, Jason J. Wilde is my handle. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back here next week for another playoff game, and we'll see you next time.